8.5 years just seemed too unreasonable, too strange for the self-righteous among us who were just above this, and they left, followed their own lusts. They left. And I started all of this to tell you a few more might. And what we've done is not so strange or hard, and that people who've quit, you should not think that's strange, because people have been walking away from the way of God since the garden. No other church on earth knows about this kingdom. I was speculating, if I could have somehow been able to figure out it'd be 8.5 years, I could do this in 100 messages. This is 506 or 7, I guess. I could do it in 100 messages and speak much less often. Maybe fewer people had left, but that isn't apparently what God wanted. I kept thinking it was right and it was wrong, and I didn't discover 1 Peter 1:11, the what and the when of this, the what. It was just, and you wouldn't know it was going to go 8.5 years, so you wouldn't think you could wait and just space it out once a month. I was told up front, now look, God, there's another kingdom in here. You go find it. I'm going to give you 8.5 years to find it. If I'd heard Gabriel say that, or God or Christ, Michael would have been fine too. Anybody told me that, you know what I'd have done? I'd have spoken much less often, done more broadcasts, been much more available. Find one kingdom? Maybe I could do that in 20 sermons. I don't know. But it's a big book. But to explain all the accoutrements of it, okay, maybe you'd need 50 or stretch it out 100, but maybe that's 20% of what we did. Life would have been more normal, and maybe more people would have stayed that God did not want to stay, because we had to be willing to go through this difficult period. No other church on earth knows about this kingdom, although thousands of verses speak of it and prove it. To leave the only church that sees it is far beyond foolish. One who does this is without excuse. You know what they believe? They reject the whole thing. The fact that I got a date or two wrong, or something, or some detail wrong, but saw a kingdom nobody else could see. And you leave the only church that says that, you're probably gone. There is a fire that devours before the Father got here. There are people who are going to be cut in two. They had to have rejected the whole thing because Mr. Pat couldn't get details right. I'm going to go back into the world. And most of them do go back into the world. So I wanted to say all of that because we might go through a bumpy period. What will not be strange is unbelieving hypocrites. Hypocrite means, in the Greek, hypocrites, it means a stage actor. There are people who are stage actors. Some are really good like Judas, and you just cannot know it.